Ms. Nazaria T P, our principal, Dr. C. Saidalavi, manager, engineer O. Abdul Ali, IQAC coordinator, Ms. Annie Nainan, HOD of history, Mr. Shabir Moon, assistant professor of history, Ms. Jessina, my colleagues and participants, a warm good morning to one and all. We all know we are here as part of observing the International Week of the Deaf. The last full week of September is set apart for this every year. When we keep apart a day or a few days this way, it is for a reason. It can be to remind the world the value of something, a chance to show respect and gratitude, or even just for the sake of remembrance. But when we speak about such an observation as this, it demands much more than respect, concern, or remembrance. It demands inclusion. Instilling this feeling of inclusion among the differently abled is no easy task, we all know. Some basic attitudinal changes need to be brought in societal view for achieving this aim. Inclusive education, which is much discussed nowadays, need to be the primary step. And let us hope the new policy will provide for the same. I would like to see this venture undertook jointly by the Department of History and English at Unity Women's College, Manjeri, as a step towards creating a congenial environment for the differently abled so as not to make them feel excluded. We, the teaching community, should be torch bearers in the younger generation in the right path. Let us, along with remembering our duty, not be blind to the rights of our fellow beings too. This is the theme of the International Week of the Deaf 2020, reaffirming deaf people's human rights. So eagerly to the session on linguistic minority and sign language rights by Ms. Nazaria. I hope her 20 years experience as a teacher and 7 years experience as a news interpreter at Media One News Channel will let her contribute much to our understanding of the issues as well as the rights of the deaf. She took a diploma from the National Institute of Hearing Handicapped, Mumbai in 2002. She's also an alumni of PSMO College, Tirurangadi. She's currently teaching at Rahmania School for Handicapped, Calicut. We are so happy to have you here, have the right person here with us today. Let me, on behalf of the Department of History and English, extend a warm welcome to you, ma'am. With much pleasure and gratitude, I welcome our principal, Dr. C. Saidalavi, our biggest support for the event. A warm welcome to our manager, Engineer O. Abdul Ali, who always enlightens us with his words and presence. Let me also welcome our IQAC coordinator, Ms. Annie Nainan, head of the department of history, Mr. Shabir Moon, assistant professor of history, Ms. Jessina, my colleagues and participants from other colleges to this event. Hoping for the best outcome, let me continue. Thank you. So I welcome our principal, Dr. C. Saidalavi, for the principal's address now. Thank you.
Good morning. സ്വാഗത പ്രസംഗത്തിൽ സൂചിപ്പിച്ചതുപോലെ കേൾവി ശേഷി കുറഞ്ഞവർക്ക് മികച്ച പരിശീലനം നൽകിക്കൊണ്ട് അവർക്ക് പ്രായത്തിന് അനുസൃതമായ ഭാഷ കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയുമെന്ന് സയന്റിഫിക്കലി തെളിയിച്ചതാണ്. ഇതിന് പല നൂതന മാർഗങ്ങളും ഈ കാലഘട്ടത്തിൽ സ്വീകരിച്ചു വരുന്നുണ്ട്. നമ്മളൊക്കെ എല്ലാവർക്കും പരിചിതമായതുപോലെ ടെലിവിഷൻ പരിപാടികളിലെ ന്യൂസ് വായിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഇപ്പോൾ എല്ലാ ചാനലുകളിലും ഒരാളെ സൈൻ ലാംഗ്വേജിൽ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഇന്റർപ്രറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി ഉപയോഗിക്കാറുണ്ട്. ഇത് കാണുമ്പോൾ പലപ്പോഴും നമ്മൾക്ക് തോന്നാറുണ്ട് ഈ ഭാഷ എങ്ങനെയാണ് മനസ്സിലാക്കുക എന്ന്. കാലം തെളിയിച്ച സത്യമാണ്. ഭാഷകൾ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചതുപോലെ തന്നെ ആംഗ്യഭാഷയും മനുഷ്യനോട് സംസാരിക്കുമെന്ന് എല്ലാവർക്കും പകൽ വെളിച്ചം പോലെ അറിവുള്ളതാണ്. നേരത്തെ അധ്യാപകരെ ട്രെയിനിങ് കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ പറയാറുണ്ടായിരുന്നു ഒരു പാഠഭാഗം പഠിപ്പിക്കുമ്പോൾ ആ അധ്യാപകൻ അതിനനുസൃതമായി ആംഗ്യഭാഷയും കൂടി ഉപയോഗിച്ചെങ്കിൽ മാത്രമേ ടീച്ചിങ് ലേണിംഗ് പ്രോസസ്സ് മുഴുവനാകുകയുള്ളൂ എന്ന്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെയാണ് ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാം നമ്മൾ അധ്യാപകർക്കും കൂടി നൽകിക്കൊണ്ട് ഈ കോളേജിന്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ഒരു നൂതന അധ്യായം നമ്മൾ കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നത്. ഇന്ത്യയെ സംബന്ധിച്ചിടത്തോളം 134 കോടി ജനങ്ങളുള്ള ഇന്ത്യയിൽ 1.8 കോടി കേൾവിശേഷി കുറഞ്ഞവരും നമ്മൾ ആലങ്കാരികമായി പറയുന്ന ഡിഫറൻ്റലി ഏബിൾഡുമാണ്. ഒരു വലിയ ഒരു സമൂഹത്തിന്റെ മുന്നിൽ നമ്മൾ ഭാഷ ഉപയോഗിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് സൊസൈറ്റിയിലെ പൾസുകൾ അവരിൽ നിന്ന് മാറ്റി നിർത്താൻ കഴിയില്ല എന്ന സത്യം മനസ്സിലാക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് തന്നെ അവരിലേക്ക് നമ്മൾ ഇറങ്ങി ചെല്ലുകയാണ്. അവരുടെ ഭാഷയും കൂടി പഠിച്ച് നമ്മളും അവർക്കൊപ്പമാണ് എന്ന സൊസൈറ്റിയുടെ ധർമ്മം നിർവഹിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് സൊസൈറ്റിയെ സ്ട്രാറ്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു വിഭാഗം വളരെ മൈനോറിറ്റി ആണെങ്കിലും അവരും കൂടി ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലേ സൊസൈറ്റി മുഴുവനാകൂ എന്ന ഒരു സത്യം മനസ്സിലാക്കിക്കൊണ്ട് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാൻ എല്ലാവരും തയ്യാറാകണമെന്ന് മാത്രം സൂചിപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഈ പരിപാടികൾക്ക് സകല ഭാവങ്ങളും നേർന്നുകൊണ്ട് നിർത്തുന്നു. ജയ് ഹിന്ദ്.
So without much ado, I think we can move on to the much awaited session by Ms. Nazaria. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Respected dignitaries and my dear friends, a very good morning to all of you. Unity College Manjeri has given me a chance to do a workshop on the linguistic minority group, that is the hearing impaired and their language, sign language. We know that the sign language is used by the deaf community. Why they are using the sign language? The deaf community is using the sign language. Do you think why they are using? We know that any language can be acquired through exposure to that language. Then we are learning English and other languages when we are going exposure to that, when we are having exposure to that language. But in the case of a hearing impaired child or a deaf child who is having impairment and hearing impaired child, what's happening in his case? Of a hearing impaired child, what is exposure actually? We are hearing the language and speaking, hearing and speaking. But in the case of a hearing impaired child, he is not having the hearing. That is, his hearing is impaired. Maybe his hearing is mild, moderate, severe, or profound. That is impaired. He is not all hearing the language and he can't speak. That is what happening in the case of hearing impaired child. When I am talking to you, you can hear my voice with the surrounding voice, isn't it? That is, in the case of a hearing impaired child, he is having hearing loss. When I am talking to him, he can't hear. There is inability to hear spoken language in him. And when my voice is mixing up with the surrounding sounds, what's happening? It's more disturbed to him. That is why they are using sign language. That's a language used by us, not clear to them. By the grace of God, we all are having all our 5 sense organs working properly. But in the case of a hearing impaired or the differently abled, 1 or 2 of his sense organs are not working properly. That is why they are not acquiring the spoken language. Okay, then why they are using sign language? Unlike other languages, sign language is a visible language. And what is the difference between the sign language and other languages? Sign language is a visible language and it has no written form. That is the main difference between these two. And they want to express everything through sign language. In the case of when we are doing educating the hearing impaired children, we are facing many problems, and we can look at these problems from 2 different points of view. That is, one is that traditionally the society regarded them as handicapped group. In fact, they are handicapped. It is correct. But what is happening? Their inability to hear make them handicapped. The problem of educating deaf can be looked at from 2 different points of view. That is, the society. First view is that the society is regarded them as handicapped group. Their inability to hear makes them handicapped. And Secondly, the one is that they are regarded as the linguistic minority group. How they are linguistic minority group? That is, they are using a language that is different from the language used by the majority of the community. That is, they are using sign language. And one day, I asked one of my students, why you are using sign language? You can speak. That is from at the beginning of my service. Then she told me frankly, ma'am, miss, I don't want to talk. When I am talking, it's like a dog barks or something. I don't like that sounds, and all the people looking at me. So I don't want to speak. That is the way they are thinking. Then so say, and all the people are looking at them, and they don't want to speak. That is why they are using the sign language. Okay. In the case of a prelingual deaf, that means they acquired and the deafness occurs before they acquiring the language and speech. That is, they don't know what is the normal hearing. In the case of a prelingual deaf. And postlingual deaf, that is, their deafness occurs after they learning language and speech. At that time, in the case of a postlingual deaf, they are having the sensation of speech and hearing. And they know there is some process is going between the speech and hearing and speech. But in the case of a prelingual deaf, they don't know what the normal hearing was. This is the case happening in the case of a hearing impaired child. The main point is that the deaf child's language learning is not depending upon the auditory verbal. It is mainly depending on the visual and manual. That is auditory and verbal. We are hearing and speaking. But in the case of a hearing impaired child, and hearing loss is a barrier to them, and they are not at all hearing. If they are hearing something, it's not clear to them. So they are using the visual language and manually they are replying. That is happening in the case of a hearing impaired child. We know that in the case of a newborn baby, by the 4 or 5 months, he is making some sounds. And by the 12 months, or he begins to say some words, amma or something like that, when he reaches the 11 months or 12 months. So this much time he is hearing the word. When amma is saying, amma will take, amma will give you milk, amma will sleep you, like that, many words mother is speaking to baby, and he is having that word in his brain, and he is many times he is hearing that word amma, amma, and he is pronouncing the word amma. That is what I meant, is that we are hearing the words many times and starting to pronounce. In the case of a hearing impaired child, he is not at all hearing anything. If he is hearing something, it's not clear to him, and it will take time to improve. And the process of speaking or learning language is a long time process. That is why our children, hearing impaired children, is very much seeing very much problem in making sounds or using spoken languages. Okay, then what is easier for them to, that is using sign language. Then sign language is the native language or the mother tongue of the hearing impaired. It is I told you first itself, and it's a visual language. This sign language is a language that use the visual modality to convey meaning. We are using the language visually, and they are saying, compared to us, their visual capacity will be that the deaf person's hearing visual capacity is slightly higher compared to us. Their hearing sensitivity is less, but their visual capacity is high compared to us. So when we are using sign language, they are very happy. And what we have to do? we have all 5 sense organs working properly, and in our society there are differently abled people having 1 or 2 sense organs are not working properly. So it is our responsibility to help them and to step down into them and bring them into the mainstream. That is we want to do. Okay, then this sign language is before we all think that sign language, it is some kind of gestures or pantomimes. That is the society think like that. But nowadays we know that in all the television channels and everywhere we are using sign languages. That means it is now it became an official language. And when I am going to say about sign language, it is not universal language. It is not a universal language. Somebody is saying that sign language is same everywhere, but it is not so. Each country has its own sign language. This American sign language, that's the sign language used in America. British sign language, that is the sign language used in Britain, and the Indian sign language used in ISL, that is Indian sign language in India, and Pakistan it is PSL, Pakistan sign language. So it varies on countries, but some signs are identical. And that means when I am saying house, it is like that in the Indian sign language. House is like this, but in ASL and PSL also the same for house. Sleeping like this. So sleeping is the sign. So some signs are identical in all the countries. So sign language is not universal. It is each country has its own sign language. Secondly, it is a complete language. Sign language is a complete language with its own rules of grammar and syntax. അതിൻ്റെതായിട്ടുള്ള ഗ്രാമറും സിൻടാക്സും സൈൻ ലാംഗ്വേജിനുണ്ട്. Okay, then the next one is the sign language is invented by the deaf people for the hearing. നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരുപക്ഷെ ഒരു തെറ്റായ ധാരണ ഉണ്ടാവും, സൈൻ ലാംഗ്വേജ് നമ്മളാണ് ഡെഫ് പീപ്പിളിന് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചു കൊടുത്തത്. ബട്ട് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് സോ. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇൻവെന്റഡ് ബൈ ദ deaf people for the hearing community. We are learning that sign language and communicating with them through sign language. Okay, then before starting to sign language, we have to understand 4 things mainly. That is, first one is finger spelling. Finger spelling means we are making the English alphabets on by using our hands. That is A. This is for A. This is for B. Okay, let us come to that part. Then first one is finger spelling. We have to use our hands or fingers to spell the alphabets. The next one is, second one is the body language. When we are doing sign language, our body should language with the sign. It is a main part of the sign language. Okay, for example, I will tell you, when I am saying you a river, it is a river. So that the river is flowing, that our body should say a river. So body language is very important. Then facial expression. That is facial expression. That's when I am saying happy, my face should express that happiness. So happy. Otherwise we are saying happy, but is it? So facial expression is very important. When we are saying sad. Okay, then angry, then angry. That our facial expression should be like that. Okay, then the fourth one is our hand shape. That when we are actually the sign language is talking on hands. It is not simply talking on hands, but talking on hands is very important. So our hand shape should be clear. Okay, so these are the 4 things we should keep in mind while we are doing sign languages. Okay, so we are going to enter into the signs of some words. Okay, first I will start with finger spelling. That is finger spelling. Finger spelling is we are making the 26 different configurations for 26 different alphabets. So actually A, this is we are writing A like this. That is this is A. And this is B. We can like do this one also, B. Okay. C. We are making the shape of the alphabets on fingers or hands. C. Then this is D. This is E. Then F. F like this also. This also F. Then G. H. I. J. 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 K. Writing is the same. L. If you are practicing with me, then it is more useful for you. L. M. When we are doing finger spelling, it should be clear to our students. M, if I am doing M, he is not seeing, or it is not visible to him. So him or she, his. So we have to be, it should be clear. M. M is like this and N is like this. M, N, O. Like this way also we can do O. Then P, Q. Q is like this. In this way we are writing Q. O and that's Q. Then R, S, T. T this way also, this way also. T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Here, like this also Z, or this one also Z. So this is the finger spelling. Once more I do. A, B, C, D, E, like this E, F, this one also F. We are writing F like this, so F. Then G, H, I, J, I, this one also I, K, L, M, N. M with 3 fingers and N with 2 fingers. N, O, O, this one and this one same. O, P, Q, R, S, T, this one also T, U, V, W, X, Y. Like this Y. Z, Z. Okay. When I am saying my name is Nazaria, N-A-Z-A-R-I-A. Again, N-A-Z-A-R-I-A. ഇതാണ് ഫിംഗർ സ്പെല്ലിംഗ്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ISL ആയിട്ട് നമ്മൾ ഡബിൾ ഹാൻഡ് ഉപയോഗിച്ചിട്ടാണ്. ബട്ട് ASL ആണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ സിംഗിൾ ഹാൻഡ് ആണ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. A-B-C-D അങ്ങനെ പോകും. അപ്പം ASL നമ്മൾ സിംഗിൾ ഹാൻഡ് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നു ആൻഡ് ISL നമ്മൾ ഡബിൾ ഹാൻഡ് ആണ് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ. Then there is one more thing, sign name. My name is N-A-Z-A-R-I-A. For the vowels we can use these fingers. If I say alphabets, N-A-Z-A-R-I-A. But vowels A, E, I, O, U. A this one also A. This is E. This one also E. This one also E. A, E, I, O, U. Okay. So N, A, Z, A, R, I, A. It's very easy for me when I am doing like this. So these 5 fingers join the vowels A, E, I, O, U. So N, A, Z, A, R, I, A. Okay. Then coming to the sign name. Now, നമ്മുടെ സ്കൂളിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമ്മുടെ വീട്ടിലാണെങ്കിൽ എവിടെയാണ് നമ്മൾ അറിയപ്പെടുന്നതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മുടെ പേരിലാണ്. In your college or schools, we are known as Nazaria teacher or Sangeeta teacher or Shebi sir, like that. So in between the hearing and deaf community, we are knowing in sign name. That's my sign name. When the deaf people see somebody, they will give them a sign name. My sign name is this one. At the first time, for the first time, when they saw me, I am using a hijab like that. So they have given me the sign like this. So sign name is we are using instead of finger spelling. Okay. So when we are saying Kozhikode, that is K-O-Z-H-I-K-O-D-E. But the sign name of Kozhikode is like this. Kozhikode. Then Trivandrum, the sign name of Trivandrum is this. We can use finger spelling also. But sign name replaces the finger spelling. It is just like a snapshot of a particular person or a place at a time. Sign name is a snapshot. Finger spelling use but we can use this sign also. Kozhikode, Thiruvananthapuram, Keralam, Delhi. That's a sign. Sign name is also very important role in sign language. When we are using, but when we are using finger spelling, it's making them more confused. Thiruvananthapuram like this. It's when it is saying like this, it's very easy for them. That's why sign name is very important in sign language. When we are interpreting the news, you can see we are doing fast. How it begins. It's most of the words we are using sign name, not in finger spelling. Chief Minister, CM. This is Chief Minister. Prime Minister, PM. Prime Minister Modi. This is the sign name of Modi. Prime Minister Modi. This is the CPM party. Congress, like the sign name. Okay. So you got an idea of the sign name. Okay, next we can go to finger spelling. I think finger spelling you are familiar with. Then we can go to some greeting words. Namaste. It's as usual. Namaste. Then hello. When we are saying hello, hello. Hello. Then good morning. Good, we know that it's like this. Good morning. Good morning. Morning means like from the closed hand to the open hand. Good morning. Then good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's like this, sun at the center. Okay. Good afternoon. Then good evening. Good open hand to slight close. Good evening. Then how good night. Good night. Okay. One more time. Hello, that we know. Then namaste, that also we are familiar with. Then good morning. Good morning. Then good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good evening. Like this. Evening like this. Then good night. Good night. Night, we are saying like this also. Good night. And welcome, like this. Welcome. You are welcome. We can sign like this, welcome. Okay, then thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, then some words. Okay, when we are saying okay, okay. This is the finger spelling of O. This is one hand, American ASL. O. This is ASL. We are using okay like this, but it's very easy for us to use okay. O. This is a finger spelling of one hand's finger spelling of K, and this is O. So when we are saying okay, okay, it's very easy. Okay, O, K. This is K. Okay, then yes. When we are communicating with the deaf people, when we are saying something, they are saying yes like this. Yes, yes. We are saying when we are saying something to them, they say yes, 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 like this. This is yes. This is no. Yes. This is no. Okay. Then this is sorry. Our facial expression should come sorry. Okay. Then one more time. Okay. Maybe you have seen that the two deaf people are communicating, they are doing it fast. That's why. Okay, yes, yes. This is yes, and this is no. No. This is N and this is O. That's why they are using like this, no. Okay, then sorry. Sorry. Okay, then we can see some of the sentences when we are meeting a meet. This is meeting. When you are meeting, when we are going to meet a deaf person, meet. Deaf. This is a sign for deaf. Deaf. Deaf people. Deaf community. Community or society. Community. This is deaf. Hearing and speech. This is nil. Before we say this is no and this is nil. 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 Zero hand. Okay. Then this is deaf and this is hearing people. Normal people. Hearing. They are having the sensation of hearing. This is hearing and this is deaf. People like this, yeah, doing. Then deaf, hearing, community. When we are going to meet a deaf person, first we'll say hello, good morning. What is your name? How can we ask? What is your name? Your like this. Your. Okay. This is I. This is my. I. My. Mine. Like this. My. You can use like this. So it says you. I. You. Your. You. Your. Is it clear to you? This is I. This is you. You. Then what is your name? How can we ask? Your. This is your. Or we can use like this also. Your name. What is the sign language for name? This is name. Your name what? There comes the facial expression. We are asking a question. Then our eyebrows should lift. So your name. This is the sign for name. This one also we can use for name. Or this one. Name. Your name what? Then my name. Nazaria. Okay. So your name what? So my name. Name. This is name. What? This is the sign for what? Your name what? My name. Okay. My sign. This is the sign for sign. Sign. Sign language. This is sign language. Language we can use like this. Language. This is language. English language, Malayalam language. Like this, we can. This is sign for language. This is language. L. Language. Sign language. This is sign. Sign for sign. Okay. Then sign language. Okay. What's your name? And my name is Nazaria. Then how are you? How can we ask how are you? You. നിനക്ക് സുഖാണോ? അതാണ് നമ്മൾ അവിടെ ചോദിക്കുന്നത്. നിനക്ക് എങ്ങനെയാ നമ്മൾ ലിഫ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് നിനക്ക് സുഖാണോ? അങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ അതിന്റെ ആൻസർ ആയിട്ട് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നു യെസ് ഐ ആം ഫൈൻ. ഐ ആം ഫൈൻ. ഐ ആം ഫൈൻ. ഫസ്റ്റ് when I am asking ഇങ്ങനെ ചോദിക്കുന്നത് നിനക്ക് ഇതാണ് സുഖാണോ എന്നുള്ള നിനക്ക് സുഖമാണോ? ഹൗ ആർ യു? യു ഫൈൻ. അതാണ് നമ്മൾ അവിടെ സൈൻ കാണിക്കുന്നത്. യു ഫൈൻ. അവിടെ നമ്മൾ ഹൗ എന്നുള്ളതിലൊന്നും നമ്മൾ അവിടെ സൈൻ കാണിക്കുന്നില്ല. നമ്മൾ യു ഫൈൻ. then replying yes I am fine. Okay. Then where is your house? Your house. This is the sign for house. Your house. Where? Where നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും പ്ലേസ് കാണിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും ഇങ്ങനെ കാണിക്കും. Where? Your house. Where? My house. Kozhikode. ഇതാണ് കോഴിക്കോട് എന്നുള്ള ഒരു സൈൻ. My house. കോഴിക്കോട്. Okay. Then ഇപ്പൊ ഇത്രയും കാണിച്ചത് ഒരു ഏകദേശം ഒരു ദിവസം കൊണ്ട് എന്തായാലും നമുക്ക് സൈൻ ലാംഗ്വേജ് ഒന്നും പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ജസ്റ്റ് ഐ ആം മേക്കിംഗ് സം അവയർനെസ്. ദാറ്റ്സ് ഓൾ. ഓക്കെ. ദെൻ നെയിം നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞു. നെയിം. ദിസ് ഇസ് നെയിം ആൻഡ് വാട്ട്. യുവർ നെയിം വാട്ട്. യുവർ ഹൗസ് വേർ. വേർ. ദിസ് ഇസ് വാട്ട്. ദിസ് വൺ ഹൂ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഫേസ് കാണിച്ചിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ കാണിക്കുന്നു. വേർ കാണിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഒരു പ്ലേസ് കാണിച്ചിട്ട് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നു? ഇങ്ങനെ കാണിക്കുന്നു. ഓക്കെ. യു അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് ദ ഡിഫറൻസ് ബിറ്റ്വീൻ. ഓക്കെ. ദെൻ ഡേയ്സ്. ഡേയ്സ് ഓഫ് എ വീക്ക്. നമുക്ക് കുറച്ച് അങ്ങനെ കുറച്ച് ഡേയ്സ് ഓഫ് ദ വീക്ക്, സൺഡേ മൺഡേ അതിന്റെ സൈനും കൂടെ നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. ഓക്കെ. അപ്പൊ നമ്മള് ഡേ എന്ന് പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത്. ഡേ. ദിസ് ഇസ് സൈൻ ഫോർ ഡേ. ഡേയ്സ് പറയുന്ന സമയത്ത് ഡേ പറയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇങ്ങനെ പറയും. ഡേയ്സ് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എങ്ങനെ പറയാം? ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ഡേയ്സ്. ദിസ് ഇസ് ഡേയ്സ്. Then Sunday. Okay. Then Monday. This is Monday. M. This is the sign for M. Figure spelling for M. So sign for Monday is tap 2 times M. Monday. This is Monday. Then this is Tuesday. T. This is the sign for T and we are tapping 2 times. Tuesday. And this is Wednesday. W. U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Like W. This is for Wednesday. Wednesday. So Monday, Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday. Is it T? No. T we use for Tuesday. Then Thursday is like this. Thursday, Thursday, then Friday, Friday, then Saturday is half day. In most of the offices, Saturday is half working day. So that they are using Saturday like this. This is the sign for half. So half. Discount or half we are saying like this. So this is Saturday. Saturday. Then Sunday is full close day. So S and close. This is Sunday. Okay. Then this is day, day, days. Days of the week. Days of the week. Week. The sign for week is like this. Week. Days of the week. Monday, Monday, then Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, this is Thursday, then Friday, Friday, then Saturday is half day, then it should be like this, Saturday, then Sunday, S, this is the sign for S, S, T, U, V, W, this is the sign for S, this is the sign for R, R, S, so Sunday is S, closed. So this is Sunday. So these are the days of the week. Then we go to month. Months of a year. Year we are seeing like this. Y, year. Year. First year, second year, third year like this. 1 year this like this. First year, then second year like this, third year like this, fourth year like this. Okay, this is year, Y, year. Month, sign for month. This one, or we can use like this one also. This or this. So, months of the year, months of the year. This is year and this is month. January, J-A-N, finger spelling. Only 3 letters we are using for January. J-A-N. J. This is J. J-A-N. January. Then February. F-E-B. February. F-E-B. February. Then March. March. M and like this. Because in the month of March we are celebrating Holi. That's why we are March having this sign. M, 3 fingers, M and Holi sign. This is the sign for Holi. January, J-A-N. Then February, F-E-B. Then March, M and use the sign of Holi. March, then April. Sign A and April മാസത്തിലാണ് നമ്മൾ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ നമ്മുടെ ആ ഒരു സമ്മർ അപ്പൊ ആ വിയർക്കുന്ന ഒരു സൈനാണ് സ്വെറ്റിംഗ് എന്നുള്ളതിനാണ് അപ്പൊ A then like this April then May M-A-Y M-A-Y okay April May then June finger spell J-U-N-E. You can see this is raining the sign out the month of June raining so J-U-N-E this one also okay or we can use finger spelling only so this raining sign it's good then July J-U-L-Y J-U-L-Y July then August A-U-G August sometimes we are using the sign for flag on Independence Day August 15th so we are using A-U-G like this also or A-U-G that's enough A-U-G August September like this September S 2 times yes September then October this is the sign for O then October like this October then November N 2 times November then December D and so the sign of winter cold okay? D winter Okay, then year, month. This one also ends. So first month, second month. Sometimes they are using like this. February like this. Sometimes when deaf people they are communicating, they are using the. This is the sign for month. So January they are using like this. February 3. Like this. Sometimes we can see like this also. So for us it is easier. Finger spell. Jan. January. Jan. January. February FEB. February. March M like this. M. April A. Then sign summer. May MAY. This is May. Then June JUNE. June, raining. July JULE. LY, sorry. JULY. July. Then August AUG. AUG. Sometimes we can use this. August. Then September. September. Only S. September. For the month of September. Month September. Then October. O. October. This is November. November. Then December. Cold. December. Okay. These are the signs for the months of a year. Then we can learn something about the numbers. 1. Now, 1 എന്ന് ഒരിക്കലും നമ്മൾ ഇങ്ങനെ പറയരുത് ഇവരുടെ എപ്പോഴും 1 ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് ഇവരുടെ 1 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇതാണ് 1 2 3 4 5. ഓക്കെ ദിസ് ഇസ് നോട്ട് 1 2 3 ഇങ്ങനെ പറയാൻ പാടില്ല നമ്മൾ ഇവരുടെ അടുത്ത് 1 1 2 3 ഫോർ ദ ഡെഫ് കമ്മ്യൂണിറ്റി ദിസ് ഇസ് 1 ആൻഡ് ദിസ് ഇസ് 2 3 4 5. Then 6, how? This is 6. 6. With a small finger we are writing 6. Then 7 is like this. 7. We can use like this also. They are saying 7. Okay. Then 8. With these figures we are writing 8, or we can say like 6, 7, 8 also. But it's for them it is familiar. 6, 7, 8. With these fingers we are writing 8. Then with this is 9. With these fingers we are writing 9. Like this also, or this one also 9, but not like this, like this. This is 9. We can use like this 9, or we can 9 like this. This is how we are writing 9. 7 is like this 7. This is 9. 19 19 1999. 9 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇങ്ങനെ പറയാം. Okay, 9. Then this is 10. So again 1. This is 1 2 3 4. This is 5. Then 6. When we are saying 6 like this 6, or we can say 6 7 8 9 like this, or we can use 6 7 8 8. Then 9. This is 9 and 9. 9. This is 10. Then how we say 11? 11. 11. This is 11. 1 2 times. 11. 12. 1 2. 1 2. 12. 13. 1 3. 1 3. Then 14. 1 4. 14. 1 5. 15. 1 5. 1 6. 16. 1 6. Then 17. 17, 18, 19 or 19, 19. This is 20. This is 10. This is 20. 2, and when we are moving this side, right side, this is 20. This is 10, 20, then this is 30. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 100. 10 is like that. 100 is like this. 100, 100. Okay. One more time. 11. This is 11. Then what is 12 is very easy. 12. 1, 2, 1, 3, 13, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7 or 1, 7. This is very easy. 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9 or 1, 9, 19, 20. Then 21, 22. That you can practice. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, likewise. So this is 10 and this is 20, this is 30, 40, 50, 55 and 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or we can say 90 also, but it is very easy like this. 50, 50, 50, 90, then 100, it is 100, 100. This is 10, this is 100, then 1000, how it will be? 1000. അങ്ങനെയല്ല നമ്മൾ കാണിക്കുന്നത്. 1000 പറയുമ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ 1 കാണിച്ചിട്ട് 3 ഫിംഗർ നമ്മൾ 0 എന്നുള്ളതിന് ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് കാണിക്കുന്നത്. 1000, 1000. 10,000 ആണെങ്കിൽ 10,000. 10 കാണിച്ച് 1000 കാണിക്കുന്നു. 30,000. 40,000. Then 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000. 10, then 100,000. Okay. ഇനി ലാക്കിലേക്ക് പോവുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് പറയും? ലാക്ക്. ഇതാണ് ലാക്ക്. 1 lakh rupees. Rupees 1 lakh. 1 lakh. 2 lakh. 3 lakh. L എന്നുള്ള സൈഡ് ഇങ്ങനെ കാണിക്കുന്നു. അതാണ് ലാക്ക് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത്. ഓക്കെ. 20 lakh rupees. ഇത് നമ്മൾ ഫിംഗേഴ്സ് when we are doing interpreting in the news channel. So when we are saying LAKHS, it is confusing for the deaf students also, for deaf community. So we are using 20 lakhs. They can understand. If we are talking about money, then we have to sign like this. If you are talking about some community of people, then we have to sign the people 20,000 people like this. People 20,000. Okay, if you are saying about money, then we have to money 20 lakh. This is lakh. Then crore, it is C. Moving this side. 1 crore. Rupees 1 crore. If it is billion, it is, this is a sign for B. Then B. This is billion. Billion. And this is a million. If it is million, M. This is the sign for M. And this is M. Million. Okay. So 10, 100, 1000. Lakh, it is lakh is like this. Lakh, crore, C. See, we can write this also C. Okay. So crore, then billion and million. M like this. Moving to the right side. That is about the money. Then for father, we are using like this. Father. മീശയാണ് നമ്മൾ കാണിക്കുന്നത്. Father. Father, mother. Father, mother. If it is he or she, then he is like this. Sign father and point. That is he. He. If it is she, it is she. So mother is like this. Mother. Father like this. Understood the difference? Okay. So father, mother. Father, mother. Then he, she. Let's say I, you, your. Right. Me then this is a sign for they. They. They or they. This is a sign for we. We. Okay. Then when we are saying self, so this is you, this is me. Then yourself, you self. Then myself, myself. Myself. I will do myself like this self. Yourself you self. You self. Self in sign. Myself. Themself themselves. Them they the sign themselves. Self in sign. Okay. Sign then anything. Okay. Now, India, Kerala. Just from India, the India sign that till we put to the carnichita, Ingana carnichita, India map and sign India. Okay? Ingana carnichino, India. Kerala anigla K carnichit, K, Dana K, like Ingana Namka K carnichit, Adan Kerala. Okay? India states. Right. States of India. India states. This is India and states. Kerala, Kerala districts. District in the sign on D district. Okay. Then India Andhra Pradesh, AP. AP, Andhra Pradesh. Most of the states name finger spelling like this. Not completely, just short form. Andhra Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, HP, Himachal Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh, AP. New Delhi, Delhi. Delhi. When we are saying about a place, we have to point to that place. So Delhi. Now, when we are saying Delhi, Delhi. Andhra Pradesh. Then we can understand it is a place. Andhra Pradesh or Delhi, like that also we can say. Then Gujarat. This is the sign for Gujarat. Gujarat. Then Haryana. H-A-R. Haryana. Then Karnataka. K. Karnataka. K. This is the sign for finger, one hand's finger spelling of K. So Karnataka is like this. So states of India. India states. These languages are complete visual India in the India map states of India different states. Visually sign language handshake use ഫേഷ്യൽ എക്സ്പ്രഷൻ, ഫിംഗർ സ്പെല്ലിംഗ്, ബോഡി ലാംഗ്വേജ്, ഇതെല്ലാം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് പറഞ്ഞത് ഇതിൽ വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടന്റ് ആണെന്ന് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത് അതുകൊണ്ടാണ്. ഓക്കെ, നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞു വന്ന് കർണാടക എത്തി. കർണാടക കെ, ദിസ് ഇസ് കർണാടക. ദെൻ കേരള. കേരള ഇങ്ങനെയും പറയാറുണ്ട് നമ്മള്, ഇതാണ് കോക്കനട്ടിന്റെ തേങ്ങയുടെ സൈൻ. ഇങ്ങനെ കേരളത്തിന് ഇങ്ങനെയും പറയാം, കേരള. ദെൻ ഹൈദരാബാദ്, HYD, ഹൈദരാബാദ്, HYD, ഹൈദരാബാദ്. Then Maharashtra. This is the sign for Maharashtra. Maharashtra. Then Orissa. O. Orissa. Then Punjab. P. കാരണം അവരുടെ ആ തലയിലുള്ള കെട്ടാണ് അവിടെ കാണിക്കുന്നത്. പഞ്ചാബ്. രാജസ്ഥാൻ 6 കാണിച്ച് വള. അവര് ഒരുപാട് വള എന്ന കൂട്ടത്തിലാണല്ലോ, അപ്പൊ അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് 6 കാണിച്ചിരുന്നു. ഇങ്ങനെ വളയാണ് നമ്മൾ അവിടെ കാണിക്കുന്നത്. രാജസ്ഥാൻ. Then Tamil Nadu, TN, Tamil Nadu, TN. Then Chennai കാണിക്കാൻ നമ്മൾ ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് പറയാം, ചെന്നൈ, ചെന്നൈ. This is Tamil Nadu, TN. Then Uttar Pradesh, UP. Andhra Pradesh, AP. Uttar Pradesh, UP. Himachal Pradesh, HP. Chhattisgarh, CG. Chhattisgarh, CG, CG. Then Mumbai, Bombay എന്നുള്ള സൈനാണ് മുംബൈക്ക് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. മുംബൈ, മുംബൈ. Then Lucknow, Lucknow. This is a sign for Lucknow, Lucknow. Then Calcutta, Calcutta. ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, ഇതാണ് പെട്ടെന്ന് നമ്മളെ മനസ്സിൽ നിൽക്കില്ല, എനിക്കറിയാം. കാരണം എനിക്ക് തന്നെ ഇത് നിൽക്കണമെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ച് പ്രയാസമാണ്. അതെല്ലാം നമ്മൾ ഫെമിലിയർ ആയിട്ട് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന വേർഡ്സ് ആണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മുടെ മനസ്സിൽ പെട്ടെന്ന് അത് നിൽക്കും. അതെല്ലാം നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും യൂസ് ചെയ്യാത്തതാവുന്ന സമയത്ത് നമ്മുടെ മൈൻഡിൽ നിൽക്കാൻ കുറച്ച് പ്രയാസം ഉണ്ടാവും. ഓക്കെ, when we are communicating with a deaf children, if you don't know the sign name of something or place or person, we can finger spell them. Okay, it is easy to use sign name instead of finger spelling. Finger spelling consumes time and it is confusing to the students or the deaf persons. That's why we are using sign names in most of the cases. Okay, then districts of Kerala varumbo nammal nokkam. This is Thiruvananthapuram. Kerala district. Keralathile districtgal ingane kanam. Kerala district. This is a sign for place, or this one place. Place is also place. Okay, കേരളത്തിലെ ഡിസ്ട്രിക്ട്, ഡിസ്ട്രിക്ട് ഇതാണ് ഡി, ഡിസ്ട്രിക്ട്, ഡിസ്ട്രിക്ട്. ഓക്കെ, നമ്മള് തിരുവനന്തപുരം. കൊല്ലം, ക്യൂ. കൊല്ലത്തിന്റെ സൈൻ ക്യൂ എന്നാണ് നമ്മൾ കാണിക്കുന്നത്. Then കോട്ടയം. This is കോട്ടയം. This is ആലപ്പുഴ. ആലപ്പുഴ, എ കാണിക്കുന്നു, ആലപ്പുഴ. Then പത്തനംതിട്ട, പി. പത്തനംതിട്ട, പി കാണിക്കുക നമ്മൾ ഇങ്ങനെയാണ്, പത്തനംതിട്ട. Then എറണാകുളം, EKM, EKM, എറണാകുളം. തൃശൂർ, this is the sign for Thrissur and this is for Malappuram. Then Kozhikode, this is Kozhikode. Then Kannur, Kasaragod. This is Wayanad, Wayanad. Okay, Thiruvananthapuram, Kollam, then Kottayam, Alappuzha, Alappuzha, Pathanamthitta, Pathanamthitta. പത്തനംതിട്ടയ്ക്ക് നമ്മൾ ലോക്കൽ ആയിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ നമ്മളെ കുട്ടികൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡെഫ് പേഴ്സൺസ് ഇങ്ങനെയും പറയാം. ദിസ് ഇസ് ദ സൈൻ ഫോർ 10. Then പത്തനംതിട്ട, like this also we are saying. So പത്തനംതിട്ട. Then എറണാകുളം, EKM, എറണാകുളം. തൃശൂർ, മലപ്പുറം, കോഴിക്കോട്, കണ്ണൂര്, കാസർഗോഡ്, KD, കാസർഗോഡ്. പാലക്കാട്, PG, Palakkad. Palakkad. Then Wayanad. Wayanad like this also. Achuram kanikina sayanam kanikara. This is for Wayanad. Okay. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇത്രയും സൈൻസ് ഓഫ് ദ വേർഡ്സ് നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചു. സോ നമുക്ക് ഇവിടെ കൺക്ലൂഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ തോന്നുന്നു അല്ലേ?
To all respected guest of the day, principal, manager, accuracy coordinator, webinar coordinators, and participants. Everyone deserves to have their voice heard, no matter the circumstances. Taking this statement into concern, Nazaria ma'am is actually giving voice to the numerous people whose voice cannot be heard, who have no opportunity to hear the voices of those around them. Through her talk, she has taken us to the world of science and proved how important the sign language is to provide space for everyone around us. On behalf of KHM Unity Women's College and the Department of English and History, I extend my gratitude to Nazaria ma'am for giving us such an informative session. Thank you, ma'am. I am grateful to our principal, Dr. C. Sedalvi, for supporting and encouraging us in all our ventures. My thanks goes to our manager, Abdulali sir, and accuracy coordinator, Annie ma'am, for their positive reinforcement. Dr. Shahina Mols and Mr. Shebi Mons' effort in organizing this track needs special appreciation. Applause to both of you for organizing such a wonderful session. I am grateful to all the participants for making this a success. Thank you all. Thank you.